TerraCore Tribe, it's Allison. For this workout, we're doing a full body 30-minute beginner HIIT session. All you need is your TerraCore and a light pair of weights. We'll be working 3 blocks containing 3 to 4 exercises each, 30 seconds on and a 20-second rest in between, and repeating each block 2 times. So grab your equipment and some water, and let's get started. Let's begin with the warm-up. Start by marching it out right behind that TerraCore. We'll incorporate the TerraCore with this warm-up so you can start getting used to that dynamic surface. Deep breath, inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale through the mouth, let it out. Do it again, inhale, reach up and out. 2 more times. In through the nose, lift. And exhale, 1 more time. Big breath up and let it out. Good. March out right behind that TerraCore. All right, keep the abs engaged and stand up tall. When you're ready, toe taps on top. So nice and easy, we'll start with the legs and then we'll incorporate some upper body. Good. So getting used to that dynamic surface, it is a dome shape, which means we're gonna be a little bit more unstable whenever we do anything with either a foot or both feet on top. All right, let's add a chest press. Press, press. Making sure the heels are on the ground. Stay light on those feet. Coming up in 8, 7, here 6. We're gonna keep that same tap on top, but change the arms. Reach overhead, reach and pull. Our goal is to gradually bring that heart rate up, get everything nice and warmed. Drive those elbows down to the sides. You're warming up the back here. 4 more. Here's 4, 3, same legs, back to a chest press. Out and in. Looking good. All right, we're gonna add some direction. Tap corner, corner. So it's a little angle, but similar motion. 4, 3, 2, bicep curls. Same legs. They're quick. Good. Keep it up. 8 more. 8, 7, 6. Elbows are tight. 4. Now we're gonna stay on the floor. March it out wide. March out. Keep it wide. Tap the toes wide. Tap out. Tap out. Soft bend in the knees. Drop those hips and heels down. Good. Let's keep those same legs. Alternate, arm reach overhead. Lift up, lift up. Perfect. Keep it here. 8 more. There's 8, 7, 6. In, 4. Keep the legs, both arms back to that chest press. Out and in. And when you pull back, think about squeezing those shoulder blades together. And then get a full extension on the chest press. Make it a little bigger. 4 more. Here's 4, same arms. Step touch those feet. Step in, step in. Perfect. Keep it here. Tricep kickbacks. Elbows tight. Think about pushing the ground away from you. Now we're gonna keep the arms. Hamstring curls. Step and curl, step and curl. Good. Heart rate should be coming up. Drop the hips a little lower. 8, 7, 6. In, 4, 3. We're gonna do outer thigh lifts. Now for the outer thighs, take your time with it. The arms are optional. If you're not feeling it, handstand your hips. If you wanna make it a little bigger, add a drop squat in between. Get those legs going a little more. Now, knee lifts. Reach, pull, pull. Keep the abs tight. Bring the knees up to the chest, standing tall. Woo, 8 more. 8, we're almost done. In, 4, 3, 2, march those feet out wide. Now drop the hips, squat down and up. Down, squeeze on top. Think about hips are shooting back like you're sitting in a chair. 4 more. 4, 3. You've got it. All right, here's your change. We're gonna pulse it down for 8. 8, 7, 6. Here's 4, 3, 2, 2 singles down and up. Now hold this next one down. Hands on the quads, slow flat back. We're gonna round all the way up to stand. 1 shoulder roll back, do it again, flat back. This time, hold it up halfway. Dip 1 shoulder in, look over the other. Stretch out that low back. Deep breaths in and out. And then switch, other side. Good, center up. Finish on that round up, all the way to stand. 3 shoulder rolls back. 3 forward. All right, last thing, keep those feet wide. Lunge side to side. Option, add big arm circles. Fill the lungs with air. Let that heart rate come down just a little bit. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the quads, walk the feet in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down, one more time. Deep breath in, feet up on the toes, and let it out. Grab a drink, grab your equipment, and let's get started. Here are your moves for block number 1. Starting off, we're doing an alternating basic step. Now, facing your terra core, we're gonna start on the floor. Hands can go wherever you like. If you find like you need some more balance, you can always have your arms to the side or hands on the hips. All we're gonna do is we're gonna start with one foot, step on top right in the center of that dome, step up, up, down, down, on the bottom, tap and switch, other leg leads. Now, when you're on that terra core, we're on that dynamic surface, so it might feel a little bit unsteady, and that's okay, that's perfectly normal. Make sure your foot lands entirely in the center of that terra core, and when you come down, make sure your heels touch the ground. So up, up, down, down. For the second exercise, grab your weights. We're combining a plie squat with upright rows. This is going to be on the floor. So for plie squats, toes are flaring out just a little bit, and we're in a wider stance. For your arms, palms face in, shoulder roll back. Abs are tight, we're gonna drop the hips down, do your upright row, and then drive through the heels, come back up to stand. Exhale, inhale down. If you ever need to modify this, shorten the range of motion for your legs and do alternating arms. For your third exercise, hang on to the weights. We're gonna focus on upper and mid back with a set of reverse flies. So using your terra core, we're gonna have one foot on top, staggered stance, other foot on the floor. Bending this top knee, abs are tight, you're gonna hinge forward, keeping the back flat. Palms are facing in, we're gonna lift up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then come down. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Halfway through, we'll switch the lead stance. If you ever need to, do one arm at a time. And for your fourth exercise, we're doing a step touch on the floor with alternating overhead press. Hanging onto the weights, palms facing in. For your leg motion, we're going side to side, keeping the knees bent, taking a big step. For the arms, we're gonna add alternate arm punch overhead. Think about driving that fist up to your ceiling. Let's get ready for that first exercise, alternating basic steps. We're not gonna have our weights in hand, but instead start behind the terra core. We're alternating basic step up, tap and switch, other foot leads. We're on that dynamic surface, so watch your balance, keep the core engaged, and make sure your feet land in the center of that dome. We're starting in 4, 3, 2, let's do it. Step up, tap and switch, other side. Heels are down every time. Again, abs are tight, watch your balance. Knees are staying soft. Take these at your own pace. If this is too quick, feel free to slow it down. Remember, this is your workout. Make it what it is. Good. You have about 10 seconds left. Stick with it. Heart rate's gradually making its way back up. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Very good. Grab your weights. Plie squats with upright rows. We're staying on the floor for this one. Plie squat position. Feet are about shoulder width apart, a little bit wider, toes flaring out. And with the upright rows, we keep those elbows high. All right, take a breath in and out. Ready, set, and let's do it. Drop those hips down, perform your upright row, come back up to stand. Remember, you can modify this move, shorten the range of motion, do alternating arms, or if you want to bring it up a notch, drop a little bit lower and really make those arms strong on the lift up and down. Whew. Exhale up, inhale lower. Keeping those knees soft. Very nice. You're doing so good. Up on deck, reverse flies. So we're gonna hang on to the weights. Breathe and stop. Give me a light march, keep it moving. Reverse flies, staggered stance. One foot on top of the dome, other on the floor. Okay, when you're ready, decide which side you'd like to begin with. Halfway through, we'll switch. Hinge forward, abs tight, palms in, elbows soft. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Squeeze those shoulder blades together on top. Keep your spine and neck in a neutral position. All right, in about 5 seconds, we're gonna switch our lead leg on top. 3, 2, 1. Switch, continue on with those arms. Good. One more exercise after this is those step touches with a single arm overhead. Woo. And 3, 2. Can you give me one more fly? Beautiful. Light march on the floor. We're not using your TerraCore for this 4th move. All right, quick review. Step touch with the feet. Alternating arms overhead. If you're not feeling the weights, put them down and stick with the step touch. Okay, ready? Palms in, elbows tight. And let's go. Up and down. Work with the space you have. Keep the knees bent, keep the heels on the ground. If you want to challenge, drive both arms up. If you need a little active recovery, arms down or put the weights down, keep the legs. Good. Make this what it is. We'll get a drink break after this. Awesome job. Woo. Keep it up, keep it up. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Awesome. Grab a drink, round 2's coming up. Welcome back. We're on to round 2 of block number 1. We're not going to start with the weights, but instead we're going to do that alternating basic step on top of that TerraCore. Being round 2, hopefully you feel a little bit more comfortable using that TerraCore and stepping on top. Okay, we're starting in about 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up, up, down, down. So take the first couple, get used to that dynamic surface again. Remember, we're burning more calories doing this move on top of the TerraCore as opposed to a steady platform. So abs are tight, knees are soft, heels are down on the ground. Good, you're over halfway. Keep going, keep going. Woo, 30 seconds goes fast. In 4, 3, 2, I'm gonna squeeze one more in there. Very nice. Grab your weights. Plie squat, upright rows are next. All right, keep a light march. Deep breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let's get into plie squat position. Toes flaring out. Palms in, shoulders back, abs in. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Exhale up, inhale lower. Think about dropping that tailbone all the way down. You know your modification. Shorten the range of motion for the legs. Alternate the arms. Yes. If you want to make it bigger, drop a little lower. Keep the core engaged, spine is long. Woo. Exhale, inhale. We're holding the weights for the remainder of this block. You've got it. Breathe. And let's stop. March it out. Set of reverse flies are next. So all upper body focus. Palms are gonna face in. Start with one foot on top, other on the floor. Bend the knees, abs tight, hinge forward. Halfway through, we'll switch the lead on top. Palms in. 3, 2, 1, let's hit it. Exhale up, inhale down. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Spine and neck neutral position. Back is flat, core tight. In 5 seconds, we switch leads. 3, 2, all right, quickly change. Other foot on top. Continue on with those arms. It's a quick transition, not a rest. 8 seconds, let's go. Keep those elbows bent. 3, 2, 1, and stop. We're already on that 4th exercise. Light march, give yourself a little bit of floor space. Step touches with alternating overhead presses. Woo, you've got it. Heart rate staying elevated here. Keep marching, palms face in, elbows tight. All right, we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Drive up and down. Can you make this set bigger than you did the first round? I know you can. Woo. Heels are down, knees are soft. Think about punching that fist up to your ceiling. Make a big hole there. Very nice. We get a good drink after this, and then we're on to block 2. Come on, finish the strong. Woo, up, up. Nice work. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Great job. Grab a drink, we're on to block number 2. Here are your moves for block number 2. Holding your weights, we're gonna perform a stationary lateral lunge and hammer curls. Now staying on one side of your TerraCore, you're gonna step your inside foot on top, toes facing forward, the foot is parallel along with the TerraCore. Other foot's on the ground, so our feet are definitely a little wider than shoulder width apart, but both toes are facing forward. Now for the lateral lunge, all you're doing is shifting the hips back, making sure this knee doesn't pass the toe, and then drive through that heel, come back up, working those abductors and through the glute muscles. Now for the upper body, we're doing a hammer curl. Palms facing in, keeping the chest lifted, and then lowering down. Elbows are tight. We're gonna stay on this side for the first set for everything, and then we'll switch to the other side. Okay, so for your second move, place the weights down. It's gonna be your cardio. We're doing a lateral tap up. So from here, same inside foot that just went on top, we're gonna tap up and down with the other foot and then step down on the ground. So it's kind of looks like that basic step we did in block 1, except now we're moving laterally and keeping the same foot leading. And for that third exercise, grab the weights again. We're gonna perform a stationary lunge with a chest fly. I'm gonna turn this around so you can see my form a little bit better. Okay, so we're gonna keep it with the same foot that's been on top, staying for this one. Lunge position, entire foot, front foot's on, back leg is lifted with the heel, and then shoulders back, palms face in. We do our lunge down, open up for that fly, and then squeeze in. Core stabilization. This will probably be the hardest exercise of the 3. So if at any time you feel really wobbly and this foot comes down, that's okay. Take your time, place your foot back on, and then continue on. Let's get a position for those lateral lunges and hammer curls. Decide which side you want to stay on for all 3 moves. Okay, having the weights in hand, step your inside foot on top of that pterocore. Remember, toes facing forward, and that foot is parallel with that dome. Other foot's on the floor, toes forward, and then shoulders back, palms in. We do that lateral lunge, perform your hammer curl, and come back to stand. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Abs are tight, keeping the back flat. So what I mean by that is we're not rounding those shoulders at all. So chest lifted, gaze forward, elbows are tight. There's a lot of things to think about in this move, but if you take your time, this leg stays long. Exhale, inhale. Good. Drive through the outside heel. 8 seconds left. Woo! You got it. 3, 2, 1, finish the one you're on. Okay, carefully bring this foot down, set the weights down. Staying on that same side, lateral tap ups. Same foot that went up before, goes up, and then we tap down on the floor. Make it big, make it small, whatever you like, just keep moving for those next 30 seconds. All right, ready? Let's go. Up, up, down, down. Watch the balance. It's gonna abs in, we're on that dynamic surface. Core engagement, entire foot and heel on the ground. Good. Take your time with this. You're gonna start to feel this leg working, the one powering up on top. Good job. Stay strong. Whew. Up on deck, we have stationary lunges with the chest fly. And let's stop. Okay, go ahead and grab your weights. I'm gonna turn this around so you can see my form. All right, let's keep that same foot that's been on top of the dome so it's easy to remember. Other leg back, lunge position, core stabilization. Okay, when you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and bring those arms up. Let's do it. Down, and then press out. Pushing through that front heel on top. Remember, this is probably the hardest of the 3 exercises in this block, but you've got it. Back heel stays lifted, balance. Woo! That front leg is actively working the entire time. If it gets to be too much, bring the arms down, focus on the legs. Come off that pterocore, come right back up. Good. Woo! And stop. Grab a drink. We're on to set number 2, and we're on the other side. Welcome back. We're doing set 2 of block number 2. You're on the other side of your pterocore. Grab your weights. We're performing that stationary lateral lunge and hammer curls. Okay, so now it's your other leg's turn. Step that foot on top, toes forward, other leg on the ground. Okay, from this one, we're gonna go ahead and maybe do one practice one, make sure you're in good position. Lunge with the hammer. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's hit it. Down and lift. Shoulders back, abs are tight. Now you're really pressing through that base heel on the ground, elongating this inside leg. For the arms, elbows are tight, palms in, squeeze those buys. Woo! Exhale, lift, inhale down. Good job. You're doing it. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, give me one more. Beautiful. Carefully step that foot down. Weights on the ground. Lateral tap-ups are next. This is your cardio part for this block. Notice this block's a little bit shorter than the first round. That's on purpose. You're welcome. All right, inside foot on, taps up and down. Get ready, and let's begin. Tap up and down. Tap up and down. Knees are staying bent. If you want to bring up the intensity, go a little bit lower. If you need to take your time, that's fine as well. This is your workout. Make every movement what it is. Whew. Good job. Core stabilization, balance. Feel this inside leg working now. Up, down. Almost there. We're grabbing those weights one more time. And stop, very good. Stationary lunges with chest flies. Grab those weights. Okay, again, just to remember, we're keeping that same foot that's been going on top here. Lunge position, back heels lifted. Shoulders back, abs tight. Ready? Let's go. Down and then up. Balance challenge. Press to that front heel on top. Gaze is forward. If this is too much, I want you to just keep those arms down. Focus on the legs. Yes. Exhale, inhale. Woo. You're doing so good. Last few seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Grab a drink. We're on to your final block. Here are your moves for the third and final block. We're kicking it off with a set of slow mountain climbers. This is the only exercise that we're actually gonna have dome side down. So whenever we do this, we're gonna have a little bit of instability with that upper body. Okay, so from here, you have these nice handles on the flat part of the platform underneath, and we're gonna place our hands on top. Now, for your mountain climbers, we do start in a high plank position, keeping the core tight and squeeze the glutes. Now, with the shoulders and wrists stacked, all we're gonna do is drive one knee into the chest and then take it back out. Now, this is slow and at your own pace. If you ever need to take a quick break, drop the knees, you can do a child's pose, and then you can come right back up and then finish out the set. For that second exercise, we're gonna flip it over dome side up. Actually, I'm gonna sit on the edge of this, facing you, and grab your weights. Our last upper body movement is going to be a set of tricep extensions. Now for this one, you can sit comfortably either on the floor, a chair, or on your TerraCore. The upright row that we did earlier, we're gonna have the same movement, palms in, elbows nice and high. Extend and squeeze, and then bring it in. Squeezing those triceps on that extension right there. If you need to, do alternating arms instead. And for those last two movements, we're gonna lie on the ground with our heels on top of the dome. The first move is going to be a marching hip bridge. Now for this one, upper body stays relaxed, and then you're pressing through that heel on top of the dome. Abs are tight. We're going to lift the hip, bring this other leg up, lower down, set both heels down, other side. Exhale, inhale, filling the core, and then all the way through the glutes. And for that fourth and final movement, we're doing a set of crunches with the pelvic tilt. Keeping your heels on top, hands like behind the head, look up at the ceiling, engage the core. We're going to crunch up and down, add a little pelvic tilt, hips come off the ground, and then lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, down. If you don't like the pelvic tilt, just continue on with your basic crunch. Let's get into position for the slow mountain climbers. Flip it over, dome side down if you haven't already. Remember, hands are gonna go on those handles, and you're assuming a high plank position. These are gonna be taken at your own pace. Remember, you can always drop the knees, do a quick child's pose, and then finish out your set. Okay, get in that high plank, engage the core, abs are tight. Ready? Let's start. Drive the knee up to the chest, set that toe back. Now, while you're doing this, take note of keeping your shoulders and your hips steady and square. We don't want to rock that TerraCore. I'm going to try to stay centered. If you need that short break, drop the knees, do your child's pose, come right back up. You got it. Whew. Exhale when that knee comes up. Yes, doing great. 3, 2, 1, and let's stop. Very, very nice. Flip it over, dome side up, and take a seat on top of that TerraCore. From here, tricep extensions. So we're gonna sit nice and tall, abs tight, bring those arms up, elbows high. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Extend out and in. Remember, this is your last upper body exercise, so make every rep count. If your arms are getting a little fatigued, do those alternating. That's perfectly fine. Whew, just keep moving. Yes. It's also the only exercise we're using weights in this block. Breathe. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic job. Weights down. Go ahead and take it all the way down on the ground. Pop those heels on top. We have those marching hip bridges. Take a second, adjust your position. All right, upper body stays relaxed the whole time. Core is tight. We're lifting those hips high up to the ceiling. In 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Up and down. And right away, when you lift one leg up, that balance gets thrown off a bit. So really focus on keeping the core engaged, hips are steady. We're still working on that dynamic surface, even though our body's on the ground mainly. Exhale up, inhale lower. Good job. If you go an inch higher with those hips, yes. Whew. Breathe. And down. And let's stop. This is an easy transition. You get to just lay here for a few extra seconds. Separate those feet a little bit. Keep the heels on top. Crunches with pelvic tilts. Hands light behind the head. Elbows back in your peripheral vision. Engage the core. Remember, we're adding a pelvic tilt with your crunch. Let's go. Curl up and then down. So while you're doing this move, the goal for yourself is to not let those abs come up. So pull the belly button to spine. Look up at that ceiling. Good. Lift and down. Remember your option. You can eliminate one or the other. You can either take the pelvic tilt out, stick with the crunch, or keep your upper body relaxed, continue with the pelvic tilt. Last few moments, and then we get one more drink break. Whew. Up and down, and stop. Hug the knees in, grab a drink. We're on to your final round. Welcome back. We're on to your final round of block number 3. Kicking it off is those slow mountain climbers. Flip that dome backside down, handles on top, and we're gonna go in that high plank position. All right, so for each one of these exercises, make it better than that first set. Here we go, high plank, abs are tight, squeeze the glutes. In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Knee comes all the way to the chest, shoulders are stacked with those wrists, hips are steady. Whew. Breathe, challenge yourself here. If you had to take a break that first round, can you go all the way through these 30 seconds here? If you really need to, definitely take that break, take that child's pose. Breathe. Whew. Definitely feeling a little more this second round. Yes. 3, 2, 1, and let's stop. Very good. Drop down, flip it over, take a seat on the edge, grab those weights. Last arm movement, triceps. All right, take a breath in and out. Whew. Sit up tall, still keeping those abs tight. Bring it up, elbows are high. We're gonna go in about 2 seconds. Let's do it. Extend out and in. Squeeze on that press out. Very nice. If you need to, there's your alternating arm option. You've got it. Exhale, inhale. Whew. Keep it going strong. Try not to let the upper arms inch down while you're doing this. Keep it nice and high. Beautiful. Last few seconds. And let's stop. Done with those weights. All right, head down to the ground. Hip bridge marches are next. For this one, heels are on top, body's on the ground. Take a second. We're gonna keep those the core engaged the whole time. Driving through that base heel. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up and then lower. Lift, down. Hips are steady, abs in. Looking up at that ceiling. Woo, up and then lower. Fantastic. Keep it going all the way. Whew. Up, down. Good job, good job. You've got this. 3, 2, 1, and stop. You get that nice break right here. Crunches with the pelvic tilt is going to finish up this workout. Heels are down, hands light behind the head, abs are tight. Remember, squeeze the glutes, lift those hips up with the crunch. Whew. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Exhale up, inhale lower. Keep that good crunch form. You know your options, you can always drop one or the other, but just keep moving for these last about 15 seconds. I know it's in you. Whew. You get a nice stretch at the end of this. Breathe. Fantastic work. Finish strong. And let's stop. Hug those knees to chest. Awesome work. Great job today. You guys did amazing. Let's finish off with a nice stretch and recovery. We're gonna keep our upper body on the ground and set one heel on top of that dome, other leg extends in the air. Light grasp behind the calf, point the toe, inhale, and then exhale. Gently bring that leg in towards your chest. Once you feel a stretch in that hamstring, just breathe and hold. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Good. Letting the heart rate gradually come down. And then from there, flex the foot. Feel a little bit difference in that stretch. Gently roll the ankle and then go the other direction. Hug that knee to chest and then set that heel on top of the dome. Other leg extends up, light grasp behind the calf, point the toe, inhale, and then exhale, gently pull in. Each side probably feels a little bit different. I know it does on me. So whenever you feel that stretch behind the hamstring, that's where you want to stop. Good. Flex the foot when you're ready. And then ankle roll. And then do a few the other way. All right, little change here. Hug the knee in. And then bring that leg up to 90 degrees. Keep this leg floating. Take the other leg, cross it over, not on the knee, but on the lower part of the thigh. Reach between. Inhale, exhale, giving that figure 4 stretch. Pressing that elbow against your inner thigh on the crossed over leg. Good. This is a nice stretch for those hips. Really good one to do if you're tight later on as well. Gently uncross, other leg over, reach between, inhale, and then exhale, pull it in. Again, pressing that elbow against the inner thigh for a little bit deeper stretch. Inhale, exhale out. Good. And then go ahead and uncross, bring the knees in, give yourself a big hug, rock it up to a seated position. You can stay on the floor for this. We're gonna go ahead and place one hand down, one arm up and over, stretching out those sides. Good job. If you felt good doing this workout, feel free to move on to the intermediate level full body HIIT session. I think you'll really enjoy that one as well. Go ahead, bring it down, other arm up and over. Good, center up, interlock those fingers behind, peel it back. Give me a deep breath, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and then do it again. Inhale, breathe, exhale, let it out. Release, interlock in front, round the upper back, dip that chin and head. Inhale, reach all the way to your ceiling, and let it all go. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to working out with you next time.